let's talk about how to apply for a student loan. Whether you need a federal student loan or a private student loan, there are certain things you need to know. While it would be great to cover all of your college costs using a combination of savings, help from family members, scholarships, and even your own personal income, those funds aren't always going to cut it, especially with college costs nowadays. Many college-bound students will need to apply for student loans to cover the gap between the cost of education and their limited resources. In this video, we'll explain how to apply for student loans and how to select the amount to borrow when you take out those loans. Hey everyone, this is Andy Hill with The College Investor, investing and personal finance for millennials. If you're new to the channel and like what you hear, please hit subscribe so you're ready when our next video comes out. Okay, let's discuss how to apply for a federal student loan first. For U.S. citizens applying for educational loans in the U.S., the FAFSA application is the starting point for federal student loans. Here are the criteria. Having a valid Social Security number, men must be registered with the Selective Service. Those male students between 18 and 25 have to register with the Selective Service to receive loans. You also have to be a citizen or eligible non-citizen. Undocumented immigrants are not eligible to receive federal or state funding. Permanent residents with green cards can apply for aid. Immigrants with T1, battered immigrant, qualified alien, or refugee status may also be eligible. You need to have a high school diploma or equivalent, such as a GED or certificate from the homeschooling program. You need to enroll in an eligible school. Students at unaccredited schools might not qualify for federal aid. Some schools also choose not to offer federal aid. Then you fill out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. Any high schooler interested in financial aid needs to fill out the FAFSA, a form that asks for your family's financial information to determine how much you qualify for. Even those with little to no demonstrated need can be eligible for student loans, so officers encourage everyone to apply. Without the FAFSA, you won't receive any federal loans, scholarships, or grants. And you need to be in good standing with federal financial aid. Students can't be in default on other federal loans or owe money on a federal grant. And you need to maintain a 2.0 GPA. Students need to maintain a 2.0 cumulative GPA or risk losing financial aid until their grades improve. And you need to have part-time status or more. Students must be considered part-time to be eligible for loans. Each college determines what part-time and full-time status means, so ask your financial aid officer how many credits you'll need to actually take. Okay, let's discuss filling out the FAFSA. Applying for federal student loans starts by filling out the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. To fill out the application, you'll need your information and your parents' information from tax filing from 2 years ago. So for the 2023-2024 school year, you'll need the 2022 tax returns, plus information about your parents' assets, your assets, and any other financial details. Once you submit the FAFSA, your school or school's choice, if you're deciding between where you want to attend, will create a student aid report for you. This report will include information about free aid, such as grants, scholarships, and more. It will also show information about work-study options and, of course, student loans. In the United States, almost all schools use the FAFSA to issue need-based aid to students. Even if you don't plan on taking out the student loans, you should be completing the FAFSA. You may learn that you qualify for grants or extra scholarships from your school of choice based on your financial status. Next, let's discuss reviewing the aid offer from your school. About 2 weeks after you submit the FAFSA to your school, you can expect to receive an aid offer. The offer will include information about all sources of aid, including scholarships, grants, work-study programs, subsidized student loans, and unsubsidized student loans. In general, you want to take all the free money you can get. That means accepting the scholarships and the grants right off the bat. If you plan to live on campus, you may want to consider taking the work-study offer as well. However, consider work-study as a baseline for your earnings, not a cap. Often work-study jobs do not pay very well. Side hustles like reffing soccer or basketball, tutoring, waiting tables, and tending bar, or any form of skilled labor typically pay much better. And of course, starting a business may be the best way to earn money during college. The last form of aid will be student loans. These will include subsidized student loans, which have a lower interest rate and interest doesn't accrue while you're in school, and then unsubsidized loans, where interest starts accruing right away. The next crucial step is to take out the appropriate student loan amount. Once you review the offer, you can accept any part of the offer that you want. You do not have to take out all of the loans. Speaking from experience here. In fact, we here at The College Investor recommend borrowing as little as possible to pay for your tuition and other upfront costs. Between savings, frugal living, and working, most undergraduate students can pay for their living expenses without borrowing money. Student loans are not free money. You will have to pay them back. It always makes sense to look for alternatives to borrowing to pay for your education. It may seem smart to borrow a little extra now, but we advise against that. After college, you may have a salary of $50,000 to $60,000 to start, or even lower in many fields. That sounds like a lot of money, but paying back $50,000 plus of student loans on a starter salary is a huge challenge. Think about your future self and limit your borrowing today. You might also want to make sure you complete the student loan entrance counseling first so you have a good understanding of the expectations for repayment. Now let's discuss how to apply for private student loans. In some cases, students in the US may want to apply for private student loans rather than federal student loans. A few reasons to consider private loans include you may want to attend a non-accredited educational opportunity, such as a coding boot camp. You plan to take one course at a time. You need at least half-time enrollment to qualify for federal programs. Or you're not a US citizen, so you don't qualify for federal loans. Or you have a strong income and a strong credit score, so private lenders may offer better rates actually than unsubsidized federal loans. Or you're refinancing your existing student loans to a private lender with a substantially lower interest rate. If one of these situations applies to you, then follow these steps to apply for private student loans. First step, gather all your documents. When you apply for any loan, you'll need documents to prove your income, credit score, and whether you have assets. In general, you need the following: tax returns or W-2 forms from the previous years, enrollment pay stubs, personal identification information like a driver's license, bank statements, and if you're applying for private loans while attending school, you'll need information about the cost of attending. And if you have a cosigner, you'll need their information too. And loan documents for existing student loans if you are refinancing. Next, you want to compare rates from a few lenders. Once you've gathered up the information, start doing some loan shopping. Many lenders allow you to preview rates without having a hard credit pull. You can also shop for rates using sites like Credible. Comparing rates using an aggregation site like Credible will help you get a feel for the interest rates and terms available to you. We'll have a link for Credible in our video description if you want to check them out as a resource. Okay, next, apply for identical loans from at least 2 lenders. After unofficially comparing rates, apply for loans from at least 2 lenders. That way you can pick the best possible interest rates. The underwriting and approval process can take anywhere from a few hours to a few weeks depending on the lender. Remember to also compare key features like loan repayment terms, loan dischargement options, and more. And lastly, take out the best student loan offer. When you have a few offers in hand, compare them to see which loan is best for you. Then sign the loan documents and move forward with your education or paying off your loans. If you have a cosigner, you may also want to get a term life insurance policy to protect your cosigner should anything happen to you. A term life insurance policy for the loan balance when you're a really young adult can be very inexpensive. Remember, some private student loans require immediate payments, so make sure you double check your lender and their repayment plans before you commit. In the end, the process for how to take out a student loan can take some time on your end. Be sure to prepare and protect yourself before committing to any loans. After all, with a little support from grants, scholarships, and work-study programs, your needs for loans might be cut down significantly. Thanks for hanging out today, everyone. This is Andy from The College Investor. We'll see you in the next video.